Hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk about lesson 7-7. It's about circle graphs. So I have two objectives. The first one is to show you how can we analyze a circle graph. The second one will be how to construct a circle graph. So let's start with the first part. Here I choose this circle graph to start with. It's a survey about music. So actually a circle graph is a graph of data in which a circle represents the whole. So this is my whole, or in other words it's 100. Means if I'm adding all these percentages to each other, I have to find 100, and I have too many sectors in it. So a circle graph provides a quick way to see the size of each part of the whole. As you see here, we have 36.5% of the people buying rock or pop music, 22.0% are buying hip-hop music. Here we have 3.4% for jazz, and as I told you, the total is 100%. Consumers spend $13.7 billion on music. The first question is how much was spent on jazz. So I'm gonna focus on the sector of jazz. So the sector of jazz is the red one, and it's 3.4%. So how can I answer this question? I'm gonna take 3.4% and I'm gonna multiply it by the total amount spent on music, which is $13.7 billion. As I told you previously, every time I have a percent, I have to take this number and divide by 100. Every time I'm dividing by 100 means I'm moving the decimal point 2 times to the left. So 1, 2. So it will be 0.034 times 13.7. So you can calculate easily, and you will find at the end $0.4658 billion. The second question is what percent of consumers prefer hip-hop music? So I'm gonna just look to my graph and take the sector of hip-hop, and it's 22%. That's it. The second question is how much money was spent on rock or pop music. So I'm gonna go for the sector of rock and pop, which is 36.5. I'm gonna divide it automatically by 100 and multiply it by the total amount, which is $13.7 billion. So the answer will be, if I'm moving the decimal point 2 times to the left, so it will be 0.365 times 13.7, and the final answer will be $5 billion. Here I took another example for a quick check. So suppose the circle below shows how a class of 48 students spends free time after lunch. So here we have 25% of the students are doing outdoor activities, 28% are playing soccer, 14% are studying, and 33% are talking with their friends. So let's answer these questions together. The first question is about finding what percent study or do outdoor activities. So here I'm talking about two sectors, which is studying and doing outdoor activities. So for studying I have 14%, and I'm gonna add it to doing outdoor activities, which is 25%, and together they are giving me 39%. So the answer for this question is 39%. To answer the second question, how many students study or on their free time? So how many students? I don't need the percentage, I need how many students. So as I said it for the previous examples about music, I have to take the percentage of people who are studying on their free time. So here I have 14%. I'm gonna divide it by 100 and I'm gonna multiply it by the total number of students, which is 48. So the answer for this will be 0.14 times 48. The answer will be 6.72. I cannot say that I have 6.72 students are studying, that's why I'm rounding. And I can say that I have 7 students are studying on their free time. The same way I'm gonna answer the question 3. For the question 3, how many students are doing outdoor activities? So I'm gonna focus on the sector of outdoor activities, which is in purple. So I have 25% are doing outdoor activities. So I'm gonna take 25 over 100 and I'm gonna multiply it as usual by the total number of students, which is 48. And the answer will be 0.25 times 48. And it will be exactly 12 students. I'm gonna add another question. How many students are talking with their friends during their free time? So I'm gonna focus on the sector of talking with friends, which is in pink. And I have 33, and I'm gonna divide by 100 and multiply as usual by the total number of students, which is 48. The answer will be 0.33 times 48. It will be 15.84. As I told you, I cannot keep it as a decimal because I'm talking about students. It has to be a whole number. So it will be exactly 16 students. I'm just rounding.